Hey, this is Pat, and today we're checking out the all-new REV'IT Sand 5 pants, and I'm excited about these. They are available in both men's and women's, which we will cover today when it comes to fitment. Otherwise, features, materials, everything like that, they are exactly the same, but we will talk about each side. One thing I just want to call out is that these are one of the biggest sellers in the ADV touring market were the Sand 4s, and I think REV'IT is taking it to the next level with the Sand 5s without changing the price. Still coming in at $400, but you're getting a CEAA chassis, new ventilation, which we'll talk about in a little bit, massive ventilation increase when it comes to the chassis. You're still getting a hydrtex drop waterproof liner. You're still getting a thermal liner inside of these pants, all for the same price, but it can get you through 4 seasons of ADV or touring riding. But the reason the Sand 4s were so popular was because of all those options, and the Sand 5s take it to the next level, again, without raising the price. But I'll talk about all the features, all the materials in just a second, but let's talk about fit, and we'll actually start with the female model on these ones. So we have Alyssa trying on the Sand 5 women's pants. She is 5'8", 140 pounds, with a belly button measurement of about 38 inches. She typically wears her jeans in a size 6 to 8 US sizing, and we have her wearing the size 38 with the liners in, and it fits her spot on. Now keep in mind, the women's sizing is available from 34 up to 46, with short and long sizes that each add or subtract 2 inches to the overall inseam length. So moving over to the men's model on the Sand 5s, I have Norman here on my left. He is 6'3", 220 pounds, with a, typically wears his jean size in a 34. We measure right around his belly button, right about 36.5 to 37 inches. He has been hitting the gym, and he's currently wearing a size large in the Sand 5 pants, which would be his correct size with the thermal liner and everything inside of it, or without, as he's wearing it currently right now. He's got enough space for movement on the bike with both of those options in there. So just keep that in mind, reference that sizing chart, and you should be all set there. But starting with the main construction here, again, I think I mentioned this at the beginning, these are $400. That for men, they are coming in extra small all the way up to 4 extra large. They have that 2 colorways, but the main construction here is a 600 denier polyester with 600D ripstop in the key areas that you want that abrasion resistance, because these are coming in with CEAA rating for the abrasion resistance, which again, just ticks another box going down the list of why I really dig these ones. But we'll start up at the top and work our way down and talk through a lot of things. They added a new buckle on here, which is a nice strap buckle across the top with a snap and zipper underneath. If you're wondering how to get out of the buckle, you actually just push on the one side and it'll release and pull back. But this is going to be your adjustment strap all the way around the waist. So they're getting rid of the Velcro on the sides, moving to just a system in the front of it up there, and you have that button and zipper underneath. Looking at the sides, they repositioned the entire zipper pocket on these. They used to be cargo pockets, but now that we're seeing a massive vent over here, they slid it up. I don't think you'd really want to store, say, like your cell phone in there while you're riding. Just in that riding position is going to be uncomfortable, but you can go ahead and add some small things in there, your keys, things like that. You do have hip armor, CE level 1, C Smart at the sides. That's going to be nice and flexible at the sides, keep you protected over there. I like C Smart. I think it's been leading the industry for quite a few years. But one thing I want to talk about is right here at the vent. So if I do these 2 zippers up, there is Velcro holding the top. There's also a snap. You can just fold these down, and now you have a massive mesh panel with that snap. If you wanted to run it maybe half open, you can just do it half open there, or you can just fully tuck it away and get inside there for a massive vent. Considering this is replacing just a zipper vent that was just a small little slit in the materials, I love where they're going with this. Typically, I think most ADV pants run hot. That's why I typically just run, say, dirt or MX pants off-road if I'm just getting there. But I like that these are giving massive ventilation. I would have loved to seen maybe an exhaust vent. That was my complaint with the Sand 4s. But since these are so big and off to the side, the air is really just going to pull it out from there. Underneath of the knee arm, or I'm sorry, the thigh vent, you do have a full stretch panel above the knee. That's going to be great for those aggressive riding positions if you're really moving on the bike, gives you a little bit of flex. And then you get that 600 denier polyester ripstop over the knee, which is laminated over top of it, but underneath is going to be the key part. That's where you're getting CE level 2 C Flex at the knee, going all the way down, really going to give the most amount of protection. This is CE level 2. It's a little bit stiffer than, say, the C Smart, but it's super malleable, has plenty of ventilation all the way throughout. That ripstop continues all the way down to the cuff. Go ahead and hit the side, Norman, we'll talk about that. Up at the top, you will see, like I said, a little bit of extra material, but it's all just polyester. They got rid of those Velcro straps on the side, and you do have that Sea Smart in there. Now, one thing I didn't call out in the intro that I do want to talk about is you still get the waterproof liner, the hydrtex liner inside of it. You still get a thermal liner inside. And one cool upgrade that they made with the hydrtex is that they actually made it to be worn over top of the pants versus just inside. Typically, the pants always just got an inner liner, but they actually added reinforcement panels inside of it just so it doesn't, wear through at the abrasion part. So you get a ripstop polyester inside of the legs. I really dig that update from REV'IT, but the thermal liner inside of it is awesome. That stays inside of it. You can swap each one out depending on the weather. Really cool features throughout the pants. Moving down, you can really get a good glimpse of that side, or that thigh vent on the side, a little bit more ripstop at the side, and then the Velcro entry at the base with a little pop of reflective over top. You can go ahead and swing to the back for me, Norm. Raised rear yoke with a short connection zipper as well as a full connection zipper up top, and then you get a full panel of ripstop right across the seat. That's a very high likelihood area to go ahead and slide down the road should you have an off. So I like that they've added ripstop in there. They also have some seat grippers inside of there, so it's not going to move around. If it's wet out and you're on your seat, it's going to stay in position. Coming down the back, you had a little bit more ripstop at the back of the leg. I would have loved to seen this maybe be stretch instead. It's not a very high likelihood zone for abrasion at the back of the leg, so I would have preferred to see that be stretched, but I'm not too upset about it. You do get a calf adjuster back here, and again, you can see just how clean the back is with that pop of reflective there. You can go ahead and spin around for me, Norm. But there you have it. For not changing the price, still coming in at the $400 price point, offering plenty of sizes with tall, short sizes, everything like that, but massively increasing the ventilation, which was the #1 complaint we saw from the Sand 4s out there. I think REV'IT is knocking out of the park. These are probably going to be one of my favorite ADV options in the line, going up against, say, like Liat, Climb, with a lot of their contenders, hitting at the right price point, giving you CEAA, the right armor, as well as the right liners in there to go around the world, across whatever nation you want, or just throughout whatever season you want to go out and take the bike out. So if you have any more questions about this, click the info button. That'll take you over to the product page where you can read other rider reviews and see what other riders are saying about the new Sand 5s. If you still have questions after that, or if you have questions on sizing or anything along those lines, our customer service agents are all available. They're all happy to help you get set up for your next ride. I want to thank you for joining Norman and I in checking out the very cool and all new REV'IT Sand 5 pants. I'm Pat, and I'll see you in the next video.